Hey guys, Uncle John, UncleJohnSoap.com. Yesterday we poured our round soap log. I showed you how I make them for me, what it makes it easier for me instead of messing with the PVC pipes. Today I want to show you taking it off the jig that we made and how I cut
guys.
it.
So you remember we had our 2x4 block and our old soup can with the bottom cut out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking, and the soap's firmed up plenty, I'm going to take these rubber bands all off. And you can see how the tin can gets really wobbly with the heavy soap. That's why we put those bands back to here to hold the top of it. And let's see. And then what you do is just kind of slide down, and you can see the sleeve comes right off. So there. And now we'll get ready to cut.
Forgive me if this video shakes. I'm on the end of this countertop again that, like I said before, it tends to vibrate the camera a little bit. So here's our soap. This is the end that was in the soup can. And here's the end that was hanging. You can see how it kind of looks like the Jimmy Dean sausage pack. What you do is you take a utility knife, and most people have some kind of utility knife or blade. Or if you just have those single edge razor blades that you like scrape the paint off a glass or something with, that'll work too. I get it up to the soap, and then I just use the very point of the blade, gently come all the way down the soap log, and then just start peeling this back. There's a minor little score on top of the soap. Nothing major. Nobody even seems to notice that once it's all done. And I may have pushed too hard on this one, but overall, no big deal. And then I just kind of let the weight of the log Now I'm on the other side, and I hope you can see this right here at the end. You'll end up with a little bit of soap stuck in there, but really it comes off pretty clean. So, first thing I do, and I just use a regular kitchen chef knife. This one needs to be resharpened, but it's good enough for cutting this. And I'll cut this flat where this is round. And that'll be my special little tester bar that I get to take home and use out. And I use this knife instead of my other soap cutting jig with the wire because I cut these bars a little thicker because they're a round diameter instead of being square or rectangular bars. So I cut these 1 inch thick. So what I do is I'll put a mark at every inch, if I can hold myself steady, which I evidently can't today. I won't show you the whole log, but keep your head right over top and use both hands to cut this. You can cut them pretty straight. And people like them a little rustic anyway. That's 1 inch thick, and you can see it's still a little soft, maybe you can't, in the middle there. But it won't be long at all, and these will be ready to use. And it's a little slower cutting it by hand, but not too big a deal. And most of the time, I would actually unwrap the plastic from this and let it sit probably most of the day here in the shop, airing out, drying out a little more before I attempted to cut it. But I wanted to get this video done so I could get it uploaded. And they seem to be cutting fairly well, but you can see the spot in the middle is getting wider and wider as we get towards the middle of the soap log because they could use some more drying time. And these are perfectly safe and ready to use now. but they're soft enough that you'll lose a ton of soap because it hasn't fully cured and lost all its water weight. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And at some point, I might even give you guys a recipe for this. Get myself organized and do a real recipe video. Ta-da! I find this so much nicer than using the PVC pipe. The diameter will change slightly from one end to the next. Again, nothing huge. If you're doing a shave soap in a cold process method, this works great. These pucks go in almost any mug I've ever come across. Even the old time narrow mugs, these were fitting in really well. You can also find a jar that's close to that diameter and pop them in there and people can load right from the jar. So yeah, guys, I hope this was helpful. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.